Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's the answer. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we are getting back to Death Note. We are on episode 29. This one's called Father. And wow, we got new Shinigamis and we just made the big trade for Light's sister. So let's see where we go from here.
Yeah, this is getting really, really interesting, and I'm right here for it, and I'm ready, willing, and able to see what's next with Near, Mellow, and Light.
I think Light's got some new adversaries that might have to... Adversaries that might have to make him change his way of thinking how he's going to handle this, because look, what worked with L is not going to work here. Curious to see how this plays out.
All right, without further ado then, let's go! Hey, Steve, can I get a water?
Coming right up. Got a fresh pack right down here. Oh, my back. Oh.
Uh-oh. Looks like Steve's back just called it quits.
Some help would be good right about now.
Yeah, you're gonna need some help with that, Steve. Your injury could be worth millions. You should consider calling Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm.
With more than 1,000 lawyers and 4,000 case staff ready to fight for you if you become their client.
But Steve's worried. He doesn't have the cash to pay for expensive legal fees.
Worry no more. Morgan & Morgan will fight for every penny you deserve. And guess what? The fee is absolutely free, unless you win. But Steve doesn't want to sue his boss, even though he hasn't gotten his surgery bills covered in the last 6 months. Steve, when you sue for an injury, you're not suing your boss. You're suing the insurance company.
So if you've been a victim in a workplace injury or any other personal injury, you can hit the link in the description to get Morgan & Morgan to fight for you.
Steve did, and now he's back in the game.
Oh, I mean, I wish it...
It's interesting that they've kept that, right?
Well,
I wonder if we're going to see a thing where Light has L in his head so much he starts seeing him.
he starts
talking to
coming
him.
back, yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll have that.
I think we should do this every day. The sun.
What in the world?
Oh, someone's gonna be pissed.
Little bottle episode for Dad, maybe? Just staring at it.
Hi, Ryuk.
Oh!
Ooh.
Music.
I want my notebook. Things got a little complicated recently.
So...
Give me back my notebook. I don't know where it is.
Whoever did the voice is awesome.
Moron.
In between bites.
It's like a school for gifted children. Apparently, the one most likely to succeed L is this kid named Near.
He has to be in. It looks like I'm still fighting L.
Oh, nice.
He's number 105. Real name is Cal Snyder. He's got the notebook.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Great news. The letter arrived.
He's in LA. I'm unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
I guess this means I was helpful to you again, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Lerv.
Just the music with him is great.
Yeah.
The next step is for me to figure out just how much I can control people with this thing. What a drag. Snyder's the owner right now. Tag.
It's a notebook that kills people. Hell, nothing surprises me anymore.
Yeah, no shit.
Yep.
Boss, who is this?
When I'm actually a Shinigami, pass the notebook around so they can see me too.
Everyone touch it! I swear I'm not crazy!
I'm not crazy.
What? He wasn't there the last time I touched it. Should I kill him?
They're all unloading on it.
You humans can't kill a Shinigami.
That's a real live Shinigami.
I'm going to forfeit ownership of this notebook. From this moment on, you're going to be Kira.
Of course, but
What's the plan?
I won't forgive any mistakes.
Won't be allowed.
Oh, so this one must like chocolate.
It's so good.
Hey, what about that stuff you told us? Is it true?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Are you saying those two rules are made up?
Those rules are definitely fake. Inigami wrote those down as a joke before giving the notebook to a human. 13-day rule would have allowed him to prove his innocence. Go outside and keep watch. He's human, but he's scary.
I understand the notebook that was in your possession has fallen into criminal hands. The notebook I've sent you gives me the power to know a person's name by seeing only their face, and you will be able to gain that same power. On November 10th, all known associates of the Mafia will die.
Whoa.
That moment is your best and only chance to get the notebook back. It's up to you.
Wow.
I won't tolerate any mistakes, Light said.
Yeah, that was a little aggressive, wasn't it?
It's our best option. Exactly.
Then we do the deal for the eyes and make sure they're all dead.
I will make the deal for the eyes.
Oh.
What?
Let me be the one to do it!
I was responsible for handing over the notebook.
He's gonna do the deal?
I've even thought of killing myself. After 13 days, I'll die as well.
Not really.
When the time comes.
Yep, when the time comes. Oh, boy.
He's gonna know. He's gonna know.
Well, Light's gonna have to make sure that after 13 days.
All right. Deputy Director, make the eye deal.
Holy shit, he's actually gonna do it.
All right, Ryuk, I'm ready.
Sure thing, boss.
Oh.
Can you see their names?
Yes.
Their names should disappear soon.
Oh, I like the ticking clock.
Mm-hmm.
Extra layer of drama.
Everyone, move in!
Ho!
What the hell is Sido doing? Relax, Sido. Just shut up. If you can do that, you'll get your notebook back.
The notebook's under Rod's body.
Oh, out of time.
Oh!
That'll slow him down. Oh!
There goes the notebook.
Yep.
We've apprehended 2 of the criminals.
We'll begin withdrawing now.
Not yet.
Not yet.
We still haven't found anyone who resembles our picture of Mello.
Let's finish this.
Light wants to take out his competition.
Mm-hmm. It's been goal from day one.
Whoa!
Whoa.
The next explosion will take out the entire building, as well as all your men inside.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Yagami again, huh?
It's Mikhail Kale.
What the?
Oh.
I did it.
It's over, Mello.
Write his name down and kill him now!
You know how this works.
Yagami.
Don't move!
You idiot! For what it's worth, I give you my word that I never wanted to kill you.
Is he gonna press it?
You've never killed someone before, have you?
Oh.
They all had to play it.
Yeah.
Jose, the notebook! Ah!
Done.
He's done.
Where's...
Put your hands up and surrender.
Oh.
Oh!
He did it?
Whoa!
We just lost everybody. And then what happens to the death note?
Are you all right? I don't think so. Mel, I don't see any sign of Mello.
Damn it.
Got away in the explosion.
How? Well, you know his name. We only have a drawing of his face, though.
Come on. Please, Dad. You can't die on me like this.
I can't see the lifespan of someone who owns a notebook. I can see the numbers above your head.
Why he gave up the notebook.
You really aren't cute.
Yep.
I'm so glad.
Don't tell me you're still worried about...
Till he sees Misa.
That's important, but I've got bigger things to deal with right now.
His internal dialogue. Finish writing it.
I can't just come out and say it's not too late. No one will think it's weird if I get upset and panic. You can't let him beat you like this with your last bit of strength.
What?
Nope. Oh, no. Are you kidding me? We just lost Dad.
Don't you die on me, you idiot!
I was going to say, what's he more upset about? That he lost his dad or that he didn't write the name?
Oh, like 95% didn't write the name, 5% that it's his dad that's gone.
Yeah.
He was ready to write his dad's name down anyways in 13 days.
13 days, yep.
I'll give this one back to you.
Wow. So now we're down to Misa and
He got to die believing that his son wasn't Kira. He was happy.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
What an episode. Wow. I was wondering where things were going to go because I was kind of like, man, I'm going to kind of miss original L, and not having him around.
OGL. Original Tribal Chief L.
Yeah, but the story, this episode, they really kicked everything into gear and got things going. And again, Light plans ahead to be able to give his dad, I guess, the death that Light thought he would have wanted, knowing that his son wasn't Kira. I totally didn't even see that coming. Like, why is Light doing what he's doing in the beginning? Like, why is he doing the notebook swappy swap again? You know, I'm like, what is he getting at? And then, of course, we get the reveal at the end that was just brilliant. And, you know, Light, like we were saying, he's like 95% mad that his dad didn't finish writing Mikhail's last name, and 5% upset that his dad has passed. So it's just wild where the story has gone with this one. Light and Misa seem like they're on better terms now. Light was being a real asshole in the previous episode.
Couple. Well, actually, previous series.
Yeah, basically, using her. But he really
him dropping the big L word, that really took me. But does he mean it?
Does he mean it? Well, it's like, does he mean anything he does? Like you said, he had that. Light always has that internal monologue, and that's what makes this show, well, one of the many things that makes this show so good. But yeah, this episode was great. I can't believe I thought we lost that whole crew.
Yeah, so did I.
When they set off the building like that, I thought for sure that was going to be everybody, and like, oh, now we're going a completely different direction with the story where Light's going to be on his own. But that wasn't the case. It seems like most of the crew made it out, except for, of course, his dad, and Mello, of course, got away. So we're gonna see how that plays out. But man, just the Light, just the way he got, what a brilliantly written character, as I guess all I can say. And it just sucks you in. It's like the fastest 25 minutes on TV.
Well, yeah, and right away, Mello kind of thinking it was BS, the whole 13-day rule.
Yep.
Well, now they made it official, but nobody else that had the death note, as far as in the SDK, the police source, had found out. They kind of suspected it a little bit. Mello did, and then he found out that it was BS, but nobody in the police source or working with Light know that it is BS, other than Light, of course, himself. So why I'm saying 95 and 5, because he was ready to take out his own dad in the 13 days, because
13 days.
he knew his dad wasn't going to write down another name, and he even said, "Oh, well, according to plan, he has to do it." So it's just the back and forth with him, and now you thought, and I thought the same thing, that the whole building it collapsed, so everyone would be gone.
How did anybody make it out?
And And then my big thing, though, is that he dropped that he said he loved Misa. And I know damn well he doesn't mean it. You don't mean it one bit, because, like you said, you can't believe the thing that comes out of that dude's mouth, because he always has an inner monologue that says the complete opposite, because he wants to become a true god and everything. Yeah. And, with his dad taking the freaking deal to get the eyes, I mean,
that was a surprise right there.
I didn't even know that they were going to do that, let alone have him take that in or take the eyes, and so that he could use it. But so then once he said it, so now that you have a name, he could technically have Misa just, I mean, Google was a thing back then. You could Google that name, or even Google because they did look at into the orphanage, and they only got drawings of their faces. So I was gonna say, if they somehow, some way, looking at the orphanage, looking at pictures of kids and stuff in the orphanage, you could maybe find him, and then boom, Misa could take him out. But then also do that with N as well, because they never really touched on the fact too much that you could just look at the picture and get their real name and everything.
Yeah.
But it's this one, they did specifically show that to us, that is, because I was wondering, Because if you do that, you just, hey, we have all these surveillance photos. So if that's the case,
that's what I was saying. If they were wearing body cams or whatever,
Misa could have just looked at a surveillance photo of L instead of having to meet L to get his real name. She should have been able to do this a long time ago.
Did they have surveillance footage of them? I don't
because they're. She could have just came in and been like, "Oh, I need to take a picture of you guys." Click, and then she would have had his real name and taken him out.
Yeah.
So them showing us that makes me wonder, like, Misa could have taken out L a long time ago, in my eyes. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, but I remember
because now in this they saw that
I know Light would fall and how he would make it look like it wasn't him. Or wasn't
I know, and he always had to have a plan.
Yeah.
But it's been great, but yeah, it was sad to see Soichiro leave us and the way he left us.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm gonna say is that when we lost L, I had my doubts that the pedal to the floor intensity of this show was gonna be able to just stay at the pace that it previously had been. And I could not have been more wrong. This has been so intense. Light continuing, the thing about Light's plan is he's got everything all figured out and he's willing to do whatever it takes. But what he didn't take into consideration is not everybody else is as death hungry as he is.
Bloodthirsty.
As bloodthirsty, death hungry. Yeah, it is
so
a better
true.
term. As he is, and he's freaking out on his dad. Just write the name, do it. And his dad's thinking, hey, just turn yourself in, and which I think. A proper, I think a lot of
officer would do.
Most law enforcement officials would probably do. Turn yourself in instead of, okay, I'm just going to 86 you right now. So that's the thing is that that Light can't really control, and it's kind of like, look, but he can control Misa. That's the thing.
Yep.
Misa does whatever he wants, but he's, he learned, when I say learn the hard way, it doesn't get any harder than losing your dad, that not everybody has the same mindset that he does. And so, here we are moving on to the next episode, and they're not going to have the face that needs to go along with the name for Mello, as far as I know. And now Light's going to have to try to figure something else out. Our new Shinigami flew off with the death note.
I was sad to see him go. I liked him, and I liked that he liked chocolate.
Yeah, whether it works its way back into play in this particular season. I know we don't have that many episodes left, so
yeah, that was 29 of 37.
Yeah.
So we're
getting there real close.
I can't wait to see what happens, but this was another fun one.
Yeah, it was interesting to see the music that they played when Sito was around doing his thing with Ryuk, and he's like, "Quit following me," and that sort of thing. It's so unexpected, the voices and the music that come with these. I mean, let's be honest, relatively scarily drawn Shinigamis, and the way that they treat them it's always so different, and it just kind of always takes you aback for a moment to kind of get used to it.
And how Ryuk loved apples and he loved chocolate instead. Yeah. But he could have also been, he saw that Mello was eating chocolate, so he's like, I might as well try it. And then he just loved it. It just reminded me of Roger so much from American Dad, the way he was talking and everything. It was great. But yeah, we'll miss him, but we'll also miss Detective Yagami. He was awesome, and he always believed in his son, even to the car scene where we thought maybe he could do something really bad in that car scene to Misa and Light, but he always believed in his son.
Yep.
Sad to say his son is pure evil, but he believed in his son.
Like I said, the whole time Light knew that he was going to have to be in a position where if his dad saw him, he had to get rid of, his essentially Death Note abilities, so that when his dad saw him, he would look normal and he'd know he wasn't Kira.
Because imagine, his dying words would have been like, "You're Kira," and then
that's
just
it.
Passing out, and that could have been epic, but everyone else in the room, that might not have been as epic. So, this show has been amazing, like y'all said it would be, and we've been enjoying this so much. Hopefully, y'all are enjoying it with this rewatch as much as we are this first watch. So for Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm, of course, Answer. We will catch you on the next one, pals. And get those apples. That's just the rage in Light's head right now. Like, Mello got away.
Those candies he was eating looked like infinity stones.
They were. He works at the TVA. They're paperweights. Just reuk every time.
These credits are becoming more and more interesting as we get closer to the end.
Near, if you don't mind me asking, what do you make of all this? I'm interested to hear what your thoughts are on this case.
The current Kira is foolish and overconfident, not to mention unusually cooperative with the task force.
You think so?
That would make the second L in Kira. Having said that, I'll admit that I'm only 7% certain. Don't worry, Commander Rester. Making assumptions is part of any investigation.
Justice.
7%.
That's all. Hey, if we're wrong, we just gotta say sorry. We're good. We're good to go.
My daddy told me that if you do something bad, your name will be written on the internet and Kira will kill you.
Come on, I don't have all day. How am I supposed to file this report without your name?
Please, not my name!
It's everything Light wanted.
That's true.
Criminals fear him.
There's the aftermath.
Proclaim this right here and now. Kira is true justice.
Kira's kingdom?
Good evening. It is my honor to be appointed by Kira as his spokesman. This is not a
really?
hoax, it's the absolute truth.
Right.
I realize that there will be many people who might try to have me killed now. Trying to capture Kira is an unforgivable crime. If you happen to know...
If anybody deserves to be killed by Kira, it's this guy.
Oh, Jesus.
Switching back to the press conference. The president's about to start. All they said was that it was going to be some sort of international announcement.
Just by the stem.
Good morning. I'm going to try to keep this brief.
Quicker.
The United States will no longer oppose Kira.
Oh.
Those cowards. I've done it. I've even brought America to its knees.
Are you saying that Kira is justice?
But because of Kira, war and conflict have ceased to exist.
Anyone who defies Kira head-on will be killed. That is a fact. We are not acknowledging Kira as a symbol of justice. We are simply saying that, as a country, we will not take any actions against him.
I can't believe it. This is America. How can their government do something so cowardly like this?
Wow, guys.
Do you guys mind if I ask a serious question?
Are you telling us you're not always serious?
Do you guys ever think that maybe Kira isn't completely evil?
What?
Ooh.
What kind of question is that, Matsuda?
Part of me just doesn't believe that he is.
Starting to win him over.
But I think that Kira's trying to fight evil and change the world in his own way.
You're wrong, Matsuda. People are only afraid of losing their own lives. How can you think that's real peace?
I understand that. Believe me, I know that as well as you. It's just that I can also understand the other side. When it comes down to it, I've always been a really weak person. But I'm also a detective. I can't accept Kira. I want to catch him. It's just that I can't completely hate him either.
I'm sure that on some level, Kira probably knows that what he's doing is evil.
I love it.
I love it.
Good or evil, it's not our call. All we have to think about is catching him. If Kira gets caught, then that makes him evil. But if he wins and rules the world, then I guess he's justice.
The thing is, too, is what's stopping him now from just taking out everyone in that room.
It's only a matter of time. Kira will be justice.
It looks like we've been disbanded, thanks to that chicken of a president. You've got to be kidding. There's no way accepting Kira will lead to anything good.
Here you go, Mr. Kira. Here's all the lists of names we want you to take out.
Yep, we'll give you everything. Oh.
So you're alive.
Just barely.
Yeah.
Just has to have the chocolate bar.
What not
should we do?
Very subtle.
Let him in.
Welcome to my playpen.
Drop your weapon!
Look at his face.
Yeah.
Sir, with all due respect, Mello is the one who killed our partners.
Killing Mello right now will do nothing to benefit our investigation.
How's the fucking train going around in circles?
It seems like things have been going just as you planned, Nier.
I've pretty much figured out who Kira is, and it's mostly thanks to everything you've done.
Oh.
Shut up, Nier!
If you really want to shoot me, then go ahead and do it.
Stop!
If you shoot him, then the rest of us will have no choice but to shoot you too. What will it solve if both of you die? That's just what Kira wants.
Yeah. I don't think you would mind.
I came to take back that photograph you have.
There was only one, and no copies have been made.
The only one.
I've already gone ahead and dealt with everyone who knows your face, both inside and outside Whammy's house. We'll keep quiet. I can't say 100% for certain, but it shouldn't be possible for you to be killed by the notebook.
I have no intention of working together with you on this. At the same time, I can't just take my photo and leave. That wouldn't be right.
The killer notebook. It belongs to a Shinigami. Whoever touches it is able to see a god of death.
That's crazy. Who the hell would believe in something like that?
Well...
What good would it do for him to tell an outrageous lie like that? Even if he had something to gain, he could at least come up with a more believable story.
Better lie.
Also, some of the rules written inside are actually fake.
Yep.
Which of us is going to reach Kira first, I wonder?
The race is on.
Still a competition. That jacket almost looks like something Ryuk would wear.
Yeah. Maybe that was Ryuk's jacket.
Misspells the name.
I still love he couldn't see Ryuk's face. What is he doing down there? He's not even moving.
Those tarot cards, answer?
Tarot.
Not tarot.
As for burning it or tearing it up, the notebook still exists, and there's no way to confirm the rule one way or the other. The false rule must be the one that states a person will die if he doesn't write a name within 13 days. Giovanni, please set up a connection.
Giovanni. Yeah, right over there?
Yeah.
Elle, I thought you should know that we caught Mello. But he escaped soon afterwards.
You let him get away, am I right?
No.
Too quick.
Anyway...
I can tell you for a fact that Shinigami do exist. I didn't share that information with you at the beginning because I was certain you would never believe me.
I would like to ask the Shinigami a few questions.
Forget it. I'm not up for that.
The thing that's bothering me the most about this is the issue of those rules written in the notebook. I have reason to believe that one of them is fake.
Oh, how could that be?
Shocking.
By process of elimination, the obvious choice would be the one stating that the owner of a notebook will die if they don't write a new name in it every 13 days. I don't believe that.
I've reached the same conclusion.
There goes my get out of jail free card.
No, they are all real.
I think I'm beginning to get the picture. In other words, Kira is there in the room, and he's making the Shinigami lie on his behalf.
Oh.
So what if the Shinigami is lying and the rule is fake?
It means that Light's incarceration would be meaningless. The rule says you die if you don't continue writing names, but if that's false, being alive after more than 13 days in confinement wouldn't really prove anything.
Before he passed away, the deputy director himself was able to confirm that he didn't have a notebook.
At that time.
They don't know that, though, Oak.
Yeah.
I don't.
I will volunteer to write down Mello's real name in the notebook. Either way, it's a gamble I'm quite willing to make. Testing and confirming the 13-day rule can only benefit the Kira investigation. And other than my possible death, there would be no drawbacks. I'm willing to put my life on the line if it will help us solve the case.
If I answer him based on my feelings alone, it'll only make me look worse to everyone. Could you please wait for a moment? We can say that we must respect human life and deny this request, but I can't suggest that.
If Nier is willing, I wouldn't stop him.
I'm against the idea myself. We can't use the notebook, no matter what happens.
I feel the same. I'm opposed to the test.
Feel the same. No one test, bro.
Bro.
To the members of the Japanese task force, was there ever a point in the investigation where the second L was suspected to be Kira, even if the suspicions were later dropped?
Oh.
Call the number I'm about to give you. Day or night, I will answer.
Oh.
I love the internal monologue.
To
kill him.
Here we go. Shocking. Somebody's getting on his tail, and what does he have to do right away? Well, I got to take this person out.
If you want proof, I can read out a list of people that I'm going to punish tomorrow. I'm very grateful that you and your country have sympathized with me, but I'm afraid even that much isn't enough. The SPK is still trying to catch me despite your recent announcement. At the same time, I want you to use the American police, The CIA, the FBI, and all other law enforcement organizations at your disposal to find out where the SPK members are currently hiding.
Shouldn't take long.
Whether you live a long life or not is up to you. Don't forget that.
Oh. So a direct, indirect
you're putting
threat.
the president in a tough spot because he knows damn well you know my face and name and everything.
This is a direct order from Kira, and it came to the President of the United States himself.
Is the live action really that bad, folks? You all say it is. How do you mess up this story?
They messed up Last Airbender from M. Night Shyamalan.
The 13-day rule.
Maybe they do the Shinigamis the way they did Appa for M. Night.
I didn't trust L to begin with. I never did, to be honest.
I'll see if I can contact Nier without letting Light know.
Well, they're both donezo.
Counting on you.
Talking out loud.
Counting on you.
Hey, fellas, what you talking about?
Me?
Not me, I hope.
Nothing.
Turn on the TV. It's Demigawa.
This is Demigawa Live. Finally pinpointed the hideout of the evil organization bent on trying to catch our beloved god Kira.
Oh,
Jesus.
Our beloved God.
Behold the power of the people, the power of justice.
The hounds of justice are coming.
Darn it.
Don't worry, Light. I won't let you down.
What's going on, Nier? Could it be that this is some sort of plot by Mello to finish off the SPK?
No, surely it couldn't be that the SPK's security was so lax that even a normal citizen could find out where it was located.
Oh!
I win, Nier.
I win.
Oh!
I was just saying, don't you do it. Don't you give me to be continued. And they did.
It's what they always do.
I know, but I was hoping just for a little bit more. Just a little bit.
Oh, you just want
just a little.
He just wants to squeeze that
How
last
much is enough?
drop.
Ring out that last
drop.
Oh, man.
Oh, every time. My goodness.
Like I said, folks, we talked about her briefly, and I don't know. So many of you said the live action is terrible and to not watch it, but I'm just like, because I'm starting to get that feeling that we talked about before, Oakland, like we get near the end of a series and we're like, what am I going to do once the series is over? There's no more Death Note after episode 37. Like that's it. It's done. Man. And you want anything else from that universe. Now, thankfully, so many of you out there have recommended a ton of anime to us that has like a cat and mouse type vibe to it. You have to drink when we say that. That's the rule. But so I'm sure there's no shortage of great stuff out there to watch, but I've just been enjoying this one so much. And to see L, or Light rather, when he gets the upper hand and he's in a situation, he's so damn proud of it. And like even going back to Detective Pember, he couldn't help himself but to brag about it a little bit when he finally got the upper hand on somebody who was coming after him. And we got that on this series with Nier. And I will say I did think that Mello and Nier were going to work together a little bit more just because they seemed like they had a common goal, but their competition between each other is what stops that. So I liked that interaction we had between those two, and Nier basically knew kind of how that whole thing was going to play out between them. And there was only one picture of Mello that they had. So I found that really interesting too, that the only picture from the orphanage Mello now has of himself. And again, jumping back to Light, when he starts going off the rails, I know it's bad, but man, it's like one of the most entertaining things there is when he's like, I got you now, Answer. You're gonna wish you never messed with me. And it's so brilliant. Again, a handful of episodes left till we wrap this up, and I just can't wait.
Oh, this show keeps you on your toes. And even when Nier or N knows, I was like, that is a damn lie, and you know it. Yep. No, I didn't say it to him, but oh my god,
Kira's
oh my goodness,
in that room with
just how like the planning and everything he's doing, and then obviously it'll probably make the cut, but if it didn't, like if you tell the president of the U.S., you know what, they know your face and they're going to know your name. You know, blackmailing them is pretty easy as far as being Akira, right? Because hey, you'll be gone in 6 minutes and 40 seconds. Or I could say even sooner. Or I could say, sometime soon.
Yeah, your life is in your
you're gone.
hands.
So you have to release this information, and then I'm gonna leak it out to the public, so that way, like you said, the quickest way is have the public. Do it.
Does your work for you.
And it is amazing how like it started off as everyone feared Kira, but now they fear him so much that Light is right that they're beginning to think of them as their god. Like as we saw,
they fear how much they love him.
Yes, exactly, pretty much. And the thing is, like, we saw the dad telling the kid, like, you know, if you do something bad, you go to jail and your name gets posted and your picture gets posted. So much so we had the kid that was being bullied in school. Like, you do anything to me, I'll write your name on the internet. Like, like imagine living in a world like that. I mean, yes, it is already bad enough already, but like, yeah, just posting on a random Facebook, hey, Mason Quinn over here is pretty evil to me. Well, they have his picture and his face.
Be a lot of folks changing their names.
Oh, well, yeah, but if you got the
you got the eyes.
You got the eyes.
The eyes. You can't
doesn't
hide
matter.
from the eyes, man.
Doesn't matter.
You can't hide from the eyes.
So it's just how they keep going further and further with it, and just the further and further down the hole that Light is going with how just pure menace he is. And like they threw N and Mello at him. He doesn't care. He's going to go after them too. And he's got, you know, Misa, you know, glued to the TV that as soon as Nier walks out that building, he's probably gone then too. So like, and Nier probably knows it. So they have to have some sort of bunker or some way to get out of there without being detected or seen, because otherwise that's the end of Nier. And then you're just down to Mello, who doesn't have any resources really. So that's going to be even tougher. So I can see how it might come down to those two. But I can't imagine this is the end of Nier. But I cannot wait for the next episode to see what happens at that point.
Yeah, the thing I love about Nier is, you know, when we were going back and forth between Light and L, it seemed like L was very, it's very strategic, but very well. I have a 7%, you know, suspicion that it's you, but I can't be sure. But it might be you. It was like this real
kept
weird,
a lot to himself.
Yeah, where Nier is just like, oh well, in that case, I must be in the room with you. You know. So Nier, I feel like is going after Light much more aggressively and much more deliberately than we saw L doing. And you know, it's crazy. We get the old Light again. Oh, you're in my way. You must die. You know, like, oh well,
get out of my way.
It's just gonna be criminals, just criminals. But unless you're in my way, you know. And then he's got to go.
Trying to be like Dexter, huh? He only takes out the bad ones unless they're in my way.
Mason Quinn hasn't seen Dexter.
Only the first season.
Yeah, but that's still the premise. I haven't seen a episode, and I still know the premise.
I haven't seen any of it in any regard.
Yeah,
but yeah, more or less. Yeah. In any regard, yeah. So look, this season has been. This part 2, I guess you could say. I know it kind of all rolls into you know, one another from episode to episode, but this second part after we lost L has just been incredible, and I like the shift in tactics that we get. I like that we have Mello and we have Nier, because of course they're, you know, kind of fighting for their own thing. You know, Mello just wants the notebook. Nier wants to, you know,
solve the
riddle.
Wants to bring justice to Kira, and Light has to, you know, deal with both of them at the same time. Now without his father, and now to add another layer, the fact that the people on his own team know that the 13-day rule is fake. They're questioning as to whether L wasn't really wrong with him. So again, layer after layer after
the only
layer.
evidence being that Light's dad said he's not Kira when he was on his deathbed. That's the only evidence that they have.
I keep coming back to it, and I will return to come back to it. And it was brought up. If he comes to going to court, what are we going to do? What are we going to do?
Everyone in the courtroom, please touch this notebook so that way you can see the Shinigami. We're calling you to the stand.
What are you going to do? Well, that's ridiculous. You can't write a name in a notebook and somebody pass away. I mean, so even if you catch them, how are you going to prosecute them? I don't know if they're going to dive that far into the story, I guess you could say. But in any regard, another phenomenal episode. I agree with Mason Quinn. The cliffhangers they get you a little, but they're exciting, right? Like that's what makes a really good show is when they can do that, and they're doing the cliffhangers pretty much at every episode, but not as intense as they are from one to the next sometimes, and that was definitely the case for this one.
It was interesting that Nier volunteered to take out Mello to prove the 13-day, was fake. They're like, oh no, we can't have you do that. Can't have that.
Whoa, crazy talk now.
But it's interesting that Nier was going to kind of roll the dice on them letting him take out Mello, which was interesting because, obviously I don't think Nier wanted to do that. Otherwise they would have handled things differently when Mello busted in the room. But yeah, it was like you said, Oak, it's interesting that Nier takes a lot of chances and puts things out there that our original L never would have.
It wasn't quite as aggressive.
No.
Well, and then we saw Ozawa, and then they're going talking about that I might actually call here and let him know some information.
As Light's right outside, they were going back to his spreadsheet, acting
like so is he going to take out his own team? Is the next question.
That's why as soon as I heard that, I was like Dunzo, and like him walking in. And what I love too is that Ryuk, unlike Rem, I think has like zero ties with him, so he's just sitting there laughing and enjoying the show. Yeah, he lied for him, but he's still sitting there laughing and enjoying the show.
Well, that's the thing, because where Ryuk is from, it's so boring and nothing happens.
Yeah.
This is all exciting for him. That's the whole
All
reason
there
they
is
came down
time
with
to
it.
gamble.
Yeah.
And it's not even anything good.
Yeah, so he loves taking in all the info and the excitement and everything else.
You know what? We're all Ryuk while watching this because we're getting enjoyed too.
And Light it seemed like Light was only on his back foot for like maybe an episode and a half with Nier and Mello, where they kind of had him off balance a little bit, and then he was right back to it.
Back to it.
Yeah.
Right back to it, as some of us like to say. This guy. All right, so this has been so much fun. We cannot wait to get into the next episode, get us some apples to give to Ryuk, so that way we're on his side at least, because I think that's the side to be on. So for Appleton, Oak, and Mason Quinn, I'm of course Answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.